What is up, everybody? It is the Human Pete here, and today we're going to talk about the Dover race and my picks for Talladega. This will come in at the end. This is my wild card, and I'll show you why I have it for this video. So, like I just mentioned, Dover was this past weekend, and Talladega is this weekend. So, Dover, the first 3/4 of it was mainly Harvick. Like the first 340 laps, only laps he didn't lead was the first few, and when he had to pit. Because by the very next lap, he's in the lead. And that kind of got me thinking back to what 2018's Coke 600 was with Kyle Busch, who didn't lead like the first 15-20 laps, then takes the lead over, and the only lap he didn't lead in each stage was when he had a pit. So, and, well, Kyle Busch of course won that race. This one was a different story though. The second 4-stage race was actually won by Kyle Busch by him winning all 3 stages. Well, the first 3 stages in stage 4, which is the race. Restart. No. About 70 laps into stage number 3. See, lap 330, 120, 120, that's 240. I'm not even sure too. 341. Oh, so all that 341 is about when 330 to 341 is about when Harvick screwed up. He didn't screw up by being on pit road, which what happened the first 2 times. He one stage 1, stage 2. I didn't screw up. I'm gonna also list a few more out. On few 1 stage 1, few 1 stage 2, they got screwed over by a pit stop or a caution. And I was getting ready. I was like, I just don't want to hit this stop listening button because I was listening to it due to one, I don't have NBCSN. It was a basic. I just have the basic antenna channels, and none of them's NBCSN. 2, I normally watch on my Xbox on NBC Sports, and I use my dad's DirecTV stuff. And it's been down for about the last month or so. So, I was kind of have to listen to them, which do I care? No. No, just as long as I know what's going on. So, 3 laps to go. If Harvick was still leading, that's huge lead. Stop. Just throw my phone down. Well, when he got screwed over, I was like, I'm listening to the rest of it now. 50 laps that were dominating. Then the next 50, in between that to lap 390 was Eric Almirola. Then he pitted, and then on restart Chase Elliott took the lead. Chase Elliott opted not to pit on that, and I think same with the 11 car, or did 11 pit? I don't remember. The guy he was starting right next to didn't pit either, so. Sorry about the 2 stops. There was been some things happening around my house. I was trying to talk to everybody, and everybody's in different room. But anyway, and then Elliott just led the last 15 laps. It was only supposed to be a 400 lap race, but But it turned out to be a 400 5-lap race due to a caution right on the restart with, I think, 4 laps, 5 or 4 laps to go. I don't remember. I think it was 4. Yeah, it was 4 laps to go. Elliott and Kozlowski on the front row, and then Hamlin and Elliott, they had first and third. Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin both had a good restart. Both of them had a great restart. Hamlin was pushing Elliott. Last time that happened, what happened? Hamlin spun Elliott. And that was at Martinsville a year ago. No. This time, Hamlin pushed Elliott to the lead. And then, caution comes out. Eric Umber's like, I'm gonna win this freaking race. But instead of Umber, yeah. Wrecked. Kozlowski was involved. Like, some of these wrecks, it's like wrong place, wrong time. And on my round of 12 paper, I have Chase Elliott highlighted in green because he's moving on.
Yes, you're sure. When I said, hey, listen, what I said, are you sure? You said yes. I'm sure.
And
because that's when you say yes.
And
you say,
Chase, because
stop.
Chase Elliott won
Are you sure?
at
You
Dover.
say yes.
And there's one track that any driver, not one driver was aware about, and that's Talladega. That is this weekend. And it is. This is the question I say every time I ask myself. Every time we go to the restrictor plate while I'm watching it before the race. It's not, is it gonna happen? It's not, are we expecting it? It's, when is it gonna happen? So Chase Elliott, if he gets struck out, he doesn't have to worry. He's not even must win at Kansas soon. He wins at Dover a year ago in the fall race. Chase Elliott wins it at Dover. Well, no. Final lap, second. It was either final lap or second lap. I thought it happened. I think it happened right at start finish line actually. On the final lap. No, as they were getting the white flag, Kyle Busch passed Chase Elliott, and Kyle Busch won the race. But Chase Elliott was like, I wasn't really one of my own last year. Was the first trophy I won on my trophy shop for the Cup Series. Instead, it happened out. Watkins win. If you don't remember that race for you, Chase Elliott won. But then, and then Chase Elliott wins the race. So before we talked about my talladega picks, I mentioned earlier in the video that there has been some other instances when a driver will win stage 1, win stage 2, but they get screwed over. Kyle Larson, about a month or so ago, at Darlington, if you don't remember that race review, you can go back and watch it. I'll make a playlist of all my race reviews and previews. I seriously thought that was going to be Kyle Larson today. And I was going to watch it just in case it was going to be him going to victory lane. I seriously thought he was going to go to victory lane in that race. And then, like I said, caution came out about 20 laps ago. And then Kozlowski was the first one out because Kyle Larson's picker was slower than Kozlowski's. And Kozlowski had a better restart and he won the race. That was the first time in like 40 years that Team Penske went to victory lane at Darlington. Kozlowski, I don't think Kozlowski screwed up at Bristol. No, I don't think he did. And then the other instance was, I'm gonna go into the other two Harvick issues. incident. We'll go ahead and do the other two Harvicks. First time it actually happened was with Kevin Harvick, Atlanta. He won stage 1, stage 2, and got a speeding penalty on the final pit stop. And I seriously thought that was going to be Kevin Harvick's race. This was back when I was just first getting into NASCAR. Like, I didn't get into it until about 2017, which was last season. And I'm kind of glad that Stage Racing came out at the same time I was getting into it. And then, a week later, I'm also going to mention the first when the driver won stage 1, stage 2 in the race. I'll mention that later. And then Harvick, then I think the next time that happened was Truex at Darlington in 2017. Won stage 1, won stage 2, screw was over, didn't have won that race. And then Harvick, Kevin Harvick, Charlotte, won stage 1, stage 2, and it's either he had a slow pit stop or a penalty. I gotta go back and see if he got a penalty or not. I'm thinking it was a penalty. And then, now, do you want to go and talk about my talladega picks or list off of people who wanna? Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and since it's on my mind, and before I forget, I'm just gonna go ahead and name my talladega picks. So, pulling up my wild card this week. This is, y'all saw this beginning of the video, y'all will get to see what's on the other side of it. There. So, Talladega's this week, and I'm gonna go for the big three. Harvick, Busch, Truex. Kyle Busch, by the way. It's gonna be a Team Penske kind of week, it's gonna probably be a SHR kind of week. And then, I think this could be a good one for Bowman, for Chevrolet. Well, I just mentioned wild card. Drum roll, please. Alex Bowman. That's my wild card pick. And I think if he doesn't win, he's gonna be in jeopardy. Between the bottom 4 right now, well, the guy who's in jeopardy is Alex Bowman. If he doesn't win Talladega, he's gonna have to win Kansas. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and go through and list off. I mentioned this earlier. List off drivers who won all the stages in a race. Already mentioned one. Might as well mention him again. So why not? I'm gonna do it in order in which it happened. Why not? Vegas 2017, Martin Truex Jr. Kentucky 2017, Martin Truex Jr. And then it didn't happen again until Vegas Spring Race 2018, Kevin Harvick. That win, a couple days later, became encumbered. Definition of encumbered means it didn't count as a win, really. Well, it didn't count you for a good chance in the playoffs. But since Harvick's more experienced, and, well, the last encumbered win was Joey Logano before that, it didn't really have an effect because the very next week he won again. It's like, want to give me an encumbered win? Okay. I don't care. You're going to withdraw that thing? I'm Victor Lane, so what you going to do about it? Martin Truex Jr. Auto Club, Dover Spring Race 2018, Kevin Harvick. So Harvick won the Dover race that just happened 2 or 3 days ago when Chase Elliott won, but the one before that, the spring one when Kevin Harvick won. Coke 600, Kyle Busch. Martin Truex. I don't know. Lincoln, was there one between the Coke 600 and Kentucky? No, there wasn't. Kentucky, 2018. And with Martin Truex Jr. Ever since Jerry Richardson, the only person to win it and 6 stages at Kentucky was MTJ. And then Michigan 2018 fall race. The spring race was rain shortened and won by Boyer. So it happened 8 times. And it almost happened 9 times with Kyle Larson, but Big 3 is kind of dead. Their last win since Michigan was at Kentucky, was at Richmond. That was Kyle Busch, and we're not going to talk about some news that is going around NASCAR lately. I mentioned, I think in the Darlington race review, that Casey Kane had to be out of the car until further notice. Who called retirement that he will be done in NASCAR after the 2018 season. I decided to do that. And his retirement came yesterday. He said that he does not want to, as he said he experienced the same issues he had to get a Darlington in testing, and he said he's done. And I didn't blame him. I seriously didn't blame him. If you're having the same issues you experienced since the last time you were racing in a test, not a good idea to race. I seriously didn't blame him. I seriously didn't. I would have done made the same move he did. Couple rides got filled up. Dennis Williams will not be going to 95. Matt DiBenedetto is. Ryan Newman's going to the 6. Daryl Hamlin's heading to the 31 or 8. There's a few rides that was open that's supposed to be open for next year, and I think the fourth one's going to be taken by Suarez. I had him going 95, and then now I'm thinking he could either be good in one of 41. So then Mark Truex gonna have a ride out the 19. This Truex technically races for Joe Gibbs, and the guy who just won the championship last year should have a chance. Should have at least one more year of driving, if not probably 2 more years. Like I said, coming for it, and so those are my picks. And well, between now and in a week, and his team is closing down. Fernshore Racing, and I was just like, really? Is this a joke? The team that literally just won the championship is closing down. The team that has a driver who just won your first championship just last season is shutting down. I was like, really? Why? Why shut down? Your team literally just won the championship last year and you want to close down? Turned out it was financial issues, and I was like, what? Alright, so like, subscribe, comment, favorite, and that's cool, but awesome. Here, Pay up to 8. See you later.